Hey everybody, it is September 29th, 2014. Welcome to our weekly Team Perseverance team call. My name is Dave Atkins. I'm your founder of Team Perseverance and your upline Star Diamond coach. And we get together every single week, usually on Sunday nights at 8:30 to go over news, recognition, training topics, and many other things. We moved it to today just because yesterday was Super Sunday for my event, or Super Saturday weekend for many of us that went to the event. And there was just people traveling, and I thought it would just be best to give us the night off. So we're here on Monday. For those of you guys that don't know me, my wife, Kristen, is also a coach. She's one of the Star Diamonds on the team, and we're married. We have 3 little girls, but we are building this amazing business. And for those of you guys that were at an event this weekend, you know, I got messages from people, private messages from a bunch of coaches just saying how it was inspirational, the things being able to connect with other coaches, how now they all of a sudden realize what they're part of. Now they're motivated to work the business, and just so many different things on different levels. And that's what it's all about. We are part of something that is just so much bigger than us sitting right now at the computer in your home and probably in your pajamas and comfortable, but you are really part of something amazing. And every time you go to a live event, it's going to remind you, and it's at different levels for each event that you go to. When you go to Summit, it's another level. When I went to Leadership last week, it was at an even higher level. So here we are. It's September 29th, and we're going to get right into some announcements, recognition, and then get into a quick video that we played at Super Saturday, but some have asked if I could see it again, some tips by 2 of the top coaches. And then I'm going to open it up to a Q&A. Anything you want, ask me. This is your chance. Instead of having to send me a private message, anything about the challenge groups, about our vision, about our system, why we do things the way we do, the back office, throw it at me. I'm here for you. So first and foremost, guys, Week 3 of our challenge group is starting. It started today. So it's all about nutrition. And nutrition is you posting a nutritious meal that you ate that's not Shakeology, okay, and putting your recipe down, what it is. Guys, I can't stress enough, and I tell my coaches, and it's a struggle all the time, and I get it that we're busy, but we are coaches now, and I always say the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. And the reason I say that is because we need to be at least doing the minimum things, which is getting our post up, our sweaty pics, and getting the nutritional photo up. Because if we're not doing it, our challenges aren't going to do it. And if they're not living up and we're holding them accountable, they're not going to be people that may turn into coaches at the end of the month, because they're not going to have that accountability. They're not going to have that feeling of somebody holding accountable, wanting to get the healthy recipes. People will learn things. So be sure to be active in your group. Please don't post and run. Please don't post and run. I just don't want everybody to just go in 2 seconds and leave. Help your fellow people out. Next, so 2 bigger announcements. Number 1, RAMP. RAMP stands for Rank Advanced Mentorship Program. RAMP is AKA your Emerald to Diamond training. That is starting 1 week from today on October 6th. That is going to be day 1. The requirements are you have to be an Emerald coach, and you've had to go through the 30-day coach basic training that we give in Team Perseverance. Those are the minimum requirements if you want to be in the Emerald to Diamond training, okay? There's no exceptions. We did say originally that we wanted you to have to hit Success Club the month prior. Myself and the other Diamonds and Star Diamonds on this team have scratched that because I looked at the training and I'm personalizing a bunch of things. We're not going to require that. There's a lot to learn, but you have to be an Emerald and you've had to go through Coach Basics, all right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a post up after this call about the RAMP training. If you are interested, okay, put your name down on the list that you're interested in RAMP, okay? Put your name down, and then you will get the details probably later this weekend, and Monday will be day 1, and you'll get like a welcome message of what to expect. So that is 1 week from today, RAMP, and that's also basically your Emerald to Diamond push. Guys, this is what it's about. the work every day, it's going to be 60 days long. It's not 30, it's 60. And the reason it's 60 is because you can sponsor 2 people and get from a brand new coach, go through 30-day coach training, the boot camp that I give, and be an Emerald. That's 2 coaches. But to get to Diamond, you have to sponsor 8 coaches. It takes a little more time to develop. It takes a little more time to learn the things to push yourself to the next level. But guys, it's going to be worth it, and you're going to get a one-on-one call with me most likely on Wednesday night, and we're going to go over more of an advanced leadership topic, so you're going to get more one-on-one time with me. I know some of you that have had time here, some people have asked to get more one-on-one business time, questions, mentorship. Well, going in Ramp, it will be able to stretch you because I'll be able to help you more on an intimate setting with the people that are deserving to be in that training. So I will post about that. Second, Coach Basics, which is our regular 30-day coach training, which anybody can go in. Okay, that is also starting 1 week from today because it's going to start the first Monday of every month. So this is going to start 1 week from today. The Ramp training is going to go 60 days. So the next one will not be until probably early December. It's going to be October, November, early December. So we're probably not going to stagger them. We're not going to run Ramp every month. It's going to be every 60 days. So you get in now. If you have not been in Coach Basics or you've been in it, you're trying to get to Emerald, that starts 1 week from today. Our Diamond coach, one of the coaches on our team, Michelle Della Sala, is going to be organizing and running that. It's going to be the same training, but she will be putting a post up most likely tomorrow night, late tomorrow night, if you are interested in Coach Basics. You're going to put your name on for that, okay? So that's also going to be starting 1 week from today. Guys, this is, I'm just letting you know, this is free training that I would have begged for when I was a new coach. Some of you guys know that my sponsor quit. There was not training like this when I was a coach. There was none of this coach training. Nobody did it for me. The time and the work that we put into Coach Basics, that I put into that, and the time and the work that corporate put in for the Emerald to Diamond, and I'm personally this week going to go through all 60 days of the training and make sure it's spot on. Now, are there going to be things I'm going to change as we go on? Absolutely. But the point is, guys, this is training that other companies, that would wish they have, or people went outside to be mentored, can cost thousands of dollars at conferences. So you are gonna have something at your fingertips. So I highly recommend, if you are Emerald, to get there. And if you're not Emerald, guys, you can make it this Thursday. Okay, you need to sponsor 2 coaches. If you've been through the training and you want in, one could be a spouse, and the other one could be somebody else that you sponsor to get yourself to Emerald. So the deadline would be you'd have to be Emerald this Thursday, okay? So Michelle will be running Coach Basics. That will also be starting on Monday. All right, those are the 3 main announcements, and I just want to get into the couple things that are on sale, just so you guys know. The P90 Challenge Pack is going to be on sale for I'm blanking out. Is it 160 or 140? Somebody, 160? Anybody? It's 160, right? Yes, I see Maria and Michelle. 160, normally 180. That's on sale through October. Look in the back office if you get somebody about grabbing a snapshot or tagging the person that bought a challenge pack from you and putting the hashtags in there, because there are prizes from getting apparel to Tony Horton coming to your house and giving a private workout. That's in the back office. You always should be checking under the breaking news tab of the back office, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to get right into recognition for the week. The coaches that here have paid it forward have been in the 100 club, have 100 team volume points or more. And let me just open my system here, guys. Sorry, here we go. All right, so 100 volume points or more. We have Lawrence Kennedy at 115, Wendy Hale at 180, Melissa Prasad at 180, John Rosado at 104, Kristen Columbus at 180, Elise Laughlin at 108. Guys, and just so you guys know, I'm looking at myself, my second business center, I had 3, I hope you guys saw this on the coaches page. It makes me think of it now because I'm seeing it again. I had somebody return 3 of their Shakeologies in one shot. I had negative 270 volume points in one shot. I've had it before. I woke up and it was negative 500 volume points in one shot. So what am I getting at? And I think this is an important lesson, and I just want to say it again in the call as we go on. if you're not willing to fail forward and go through times like this, you can't be successful in this business. You never will be successful as an entrepreneur and being a top coach if you're not willing to fail. So did it sting for about 30 seconds? Yes. Did I go, who the heck returned 3 bags of Shakeology and saw that it was a challenger line from months ago? Yes. So it was a sting, but it happened. So if there was a negative 270 volume club, I'd be rocking that house right now. But I was negative 270. So moving on in the 100 volume club. So Michelle Berkey at 127, Erin Darmody at 140, Sandra Murphy at 150, Sharon Debrino at 135. Guys, amazing. I love seeing the new names. Cynthia Cheek at 150, Leanna Walker 135, Rachel Roth at 115. So those are everybody in the 100 club. So guys, great work on the 100 club. In the 200 club, we had Samantha Healy at 270. We had, I think that's it. Maria Peterson at 240. Way to go, Maria. And Kelly Wendy at 270. So great job, all of you, in the 200 club. In the 300 club, we had Michelle Della Sala at 395. And let's see if you had any other 300. No, that's it for the 300 club. In the 400 club, we had Shana Carlucci at 495. Way to go, Shan. And I think that's it for the 400 club. Yes. In the 500 club, I saw one coach, Kristen Smalls, who was at my event. So, Kristen, way to go at 500. That's absolutely amazing at the 500 club. And our winner, I think that was it for 500 club. Our winner for the week is superstar rockstar Gina Strucco at 675. So, Gina, I think you're somewhere on the screen clapping. So, way to go. There you are. I see it. Come on. I want to see teeth. There it is. Way to go, Gina, at 675 for leading the team for the week. Guys, with 2 days left in Success Club, I did not update the cover photo because you have 2 days left to hit Success Club in the month. So I'm going to put it up for those that hit Success Club in September. I'll update it this week, last time. 5 points is all you need. So I'll update the cover photo this week. Gina, congratulations on leading the team for the week. And guys, what I'm going to do now is I wanted to play part of the video from Super Saturday that talks about some tips from the top coaches about inviting and some other stuff with confidence. So with that, I'm going to share the screen and we'll go from there. So hold on, everybody, and here we go.
Hi, I'm Megan E. Wilson, and I was a brand new coach, much like many of you, just a year and a half ago. I know that as a new coach, one of the biggest hurdles keeping you from building your business is a lack of confidence.
Guys, I just want to make it louder. Hold on. I feel like it's not loud enough, so hold on here. Bear with me. Okay, here we go.
When I first started coaching, I had very little confidence because I had no idea how I would connect or relate with anyone. I didn't have a story to share with people. I looked around at my upline and other coaches on our team, and I thought they all had these amazing weight loss stories, but I didn't. I wasn't just like the others on my team. I tried to make their story mine, but it wasn't being me. I had to accept that my story was different. I realized that in order to build relationships, I had to be vulnerable. I took a leap of faith and put my story of struggling with an eating disorder and depression out there for people to see. When I did, I was floored by the response. Sharing my story brought me confidence and has been a huge part of building my business and branding myself. When you have a story, people will connect with you, appreciate you, and relate to you. I think you'll be surprised that instead of being judged or rejected, you'll be supported and admired by many. And that makes us feel good, right? That builds confidence. When my coaches tell me, but Megan, I don't have a story, I always tell them that they're wrong. Everyone most certainly has a story. You just have to take the time and reflect upon the experiences and events that compose who you are and what you want to share with people. If you're struggling with creating your own story, here are some questions you can ask yourself. What first drew you to Beachbody? What specific things convinced you it was the right choice? What are your goals? What do you hope Beachbody will do for you? How has Beachbody changed your life? Think about your own transformation story, even if it isn't about weight loss. Think of how you've changed for the better. Are you healthier, more energetic, or more confident? All of these qualities contribute to your story. Even if you're in the middle of your transformation, think about sharing where you're going and why you're motivated to get there. So many people can relate to someone when they see them trying to get results that are still on their journey. I bet you're starting to have a few aha moments right now, aren't you? Let me share my story so you can hear what a story could sound like after thinking about these questions. What first drew me to Beachbody was the fact that I could work out from home and not worry about being judged in a gym. I was pretty self-conscious about my body. I was at a low point in my life. My health was being compromised, and I was very depressed. I knew I had to make a change. I knew I needed to be healthy, not only for myself, but for the others around me that loved me and were scared for my life. When I decided to start my journey with P90X and Shakeology, my goal was to build muscle and feed my body the nutrients it had been depleted of. Sure enough, I was able to change my body, improve my depression, and save my life with proper nutrition and proper exercise. The added coach support and accountability was also the missing piece to the Get Fit puzzle for me. Beachbody has changed my life for the better, and now I would like to pay it forward and help others achieve the same. So, once you have your story composed, you're probably going to ask yourself, okay, now what do I do with it? It's time to share it. Don't be afraid to put your story out there. Sharing your personal story is about stepping outside of your comfort zone. You have to be okay with being vulnerable. Take a small step by sharing your story with your team on a call or in person. Call your sponsor and share it with them, or post it on your team's Facebook page. You can even practice sharing your story with a close friend or family member. Starting small will allow you to get feedback and direction and help you refine your story for a bigger audience. Try this. Pick a social media platform that you're the most comfortable with. When I shared my story for the first time, it was through a Facebook post on my like page. If you're not really a social media person, you can also share your story through your personal invites. For my personal invites, I take snippets from my story depending on who I'm personally inviting and how I can relate to them. For example, if someone has shown some interest in Shakeology, I take the snippet from my story on how Shakeology has given me the nutrients I need to operate at peak performance and how it gives me the energy I need to keep up with my crazy kids. See how that works? Remember, most importantly, you want to sound genuine when you share your story and when you hear someone else's story. When you talk to people, validate them in their feelings and their struggles and share how you were once in their shoes by molding your story as it relates to them. I may not have had a weight loss story, but if I'm talking to someone who needs help with weight loss, I make sure to let them know that even though my story is different, I know what it feels like to be unhappy about my body and lack the confidence to relate to people. We are all unique in our own way, and everyone has a story. So step up and step out. Share your story. You never know who you will inspire.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Danzy, and I want to talk about two things that may keep new coaches from moving forward and building their business. The first is not having anyone to call or invite, and the second is not knowing what to say. I'm going to share some tips and specific actions you can take to get past these obstacles and build your confidence so you can be the next coach standing here, training others how you achieved your goals. First, let's start with not having anyone to contact. It's easy to start a contact list and add your friends and family, but once you've exhausted that list, what do? First, you need to jog your memory of who you know. I like to use the memory jogger with my new coaches. The memory jogger can be found in your coach online office and will literally help you jog your memory of people you know or have known in the past. It will take you through coworkers, places you've lived and visited, your elementary school days, Facebook friends, and so on. It is a great way to help you create a list to work from. Keep in mind, it's important not to assume people aren't interested in what you're doing, or that they'll be offended when you're reaching out to them. Never let your own insecurities stop you from adding someone to your contact list. You never know who's waiting for you to send that invitation. Next, go through your social media contacts. Scroll through your current friends on social media and scroll through their friends list. You're not going to be blasting messages or friend people that you don't personally know. You're there to see if they are friends with anyone you know from your past who you're not yet connected with on Facebook. Add them as a friend and work to reconnect, learn about them, and start building a relationship. Another great way to add more contacts is to meet people through social media groups. Look for groups where you truly have an interest in the group topic. For example, if you have twins, join a Facebook group for moms with twins. When I was looking for groups to join, I looked for groups about parenting children with a specific disorder that my oldest son has. Use these groups to simply connect and build relationships with people on that topic. You are not there to sell or blast your challenge group invite to the entire page. You are there to simply meet people and get to know others. As it's appropriate, you could invite them as a friend and eventually invite them to a challenge group. Adding more people to your contact list and reaching out to more people can really help boost your confidence. Another way to keep the momentum going is to always ask your contacts for referrals. Go back to people you've invited from the past and form your requests like this. I'm starting a challenge group to help others be accountable to their fitness and nutrition goals. I wondered if you might know anyone that might benefit or be interested in joining me. Remember that as you add more people to your contact list, you need to build relationships with them first. Don't make it a checklist. Show that you truly care about others, learn more about them, and connect on common ground. You're going to get to the point when someone either likes or comments on one of your posts about how Beachbody is changing your life or an upcoming challenge group, and you're not going to know what to do next. Most new coaches get nervous about what to say, so they either don't say anything at all or they say too much. I'm here to give you a few ideas for that. The first thing I recommend is to send a personal message to those who like or comment on your posts. You can simply say, I noticed you liked my post. We must have some similar interests in fitness and nutrition. Do you mind if I ask you if you're working on any specific goals? This is the point where you're simply working on creating a conversation. It's another chance for you to get to know them better and connect about their family, occupation, what they do for recreation, etc. Then send an invitation when it's appropriate. This is called forming someone. There's a document in your Coach Online office called How to Build Relationships if you struggle with what to say, what to do, or how to talk to people. This isn't a, I'm going to ask a few questions and pretend to care about someone. I just want to make a sale. This is truly about getting to know someone and connecting, talking back, asking more questions to build trust, followed by an invite a little bit later. Be yourself and be genuine. Always come from a place of caring and not selling. Listen to them. It's important to care more about the person than the product you hope they will buy. Work to relate with them, validate them, and eventually invite them. Finally, what do you say to an old friend or acquaintance you've reconnected with? Simply ask what they've been up to. Use your forming questions to connect with them. They will usually ask you the same questions you ask them. What have you been up to? Share casually and passionately about what's going on in your life. Mention your challenge groups that you love running and helping other people stay accountable to their fitness and nutrition goals. It's important not to go on and on about your life. Mention a few things and then ask more questions. You want to spend more time being interested in the person rather than trying to be interesting to them. End the conversation and relate it to fitness, such as, do you have any particular fitness goals? And then another question not related to fitness and nutrition, like, how are those vacation plans coming along? No matter who you're talking to, if you're nervous to invite, tell them that. It's okay to be nervous and to admit it. And remember, you can always reach out to your upline or another coach you admire and ask them to help edit your first few responses. It all comes down to being yourself and caring about other people. If you spend the time to care, listen, ask questions, and truly see where their needs are, There is a level of trust that is built when you come from a place of caring rather than selling. The rest will come with time. Even if they say, not now, it will very likely come back around because of the trust you took the time to build in the first place and the friendship that will remain as you continue to be their friend and connect in other areas of life.
You know,
All right, guys. So that was just a quick video I want to go over with both with Megan and Tina there, and some of the tips that they had to offer. I thought the interest list is great. That's something that I use all the time that we go over in the 30-day coach training. But I want to open up the forum to a Q&A on anything and everything, and give you guys an opportunity to ask me anything maybe asked or something that you picked up in the video you're not sure of. So with that, I have there's a bunch of you on this line. So, wow, there's 40 of us on right now. So please just unmute your line if you have a question about anything, or raise your hand if I can see you, and let me help you out. I'm seeing this somebody. I haven't started to say, do you get points every month for people who keep their Shakeology orders? Liz, no. You get a Success Club point. Remember, we want to hit 5 points a month for Success Club 5 at the minimum. You get 1 point for every Shakeology Home Direct order and 2 points for every challenge pack you sell, but each month it starts at 0. So what you do get from the customer the month prior is you'll get the residual income the following month, because their Shakeology will come the second month, so you'll get that residual income of the 25%. But each month, it starts over at 0 points, and you got to bring new people in. Next question.
Dave, I got a question.
Yep. Who's this?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can't see you.
It's Rosanna. It's Rosanna.
Oh, hey, Rosanna. I got to find you on the screen. I'll look for you. Go ahead.
Okay.
There you
I
are.
get a lot of people who just want to jump right in and join the challenge group, not letting me build my trust with them. So I want to build the trust with me so they can stay on and see it more than just like a 30-day fitness challenge group. I want them to see the value behind Team Beachbody. I know you must have experienced that several times. How do you handle that? How do you build a relationship after the fact? Like,
Rosanna, give me like a more specific example. Like you invite them to the group and they say they're in, I want to go in, like that type of thing?
No, I don't invite them. They'll message me, hey, I saw your post. I've been watching your Facebook posts on health and fitness. I want to join your group. What do I have to do?
I always go back and I go right to step 2, because the invite, they're asking you, and I say, that's great, I'd love to help you, but tell me what interests you about getting in the group, because the more I know about you, the better I can the more I know about you and your goals, the better I can point you in the right direction. The key thing is, the more I know about you and your goals, the better I can point you in the right direction, because then you're saying to them, let me hear what you're about so I can guide you to the best thing that's going to help you.
Okay, good, because I just did that this morning.
Okay.
I did answer it that way.
Oh,
and
good.
If you're hearing pings on my phone, it's because she's messaging me. She's buying a challenge pack right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
You're back. You're back with the vengeance. A little Super Sunday fire in your ass. Yeah,
Needed.
It is. You're back. Well, good for you. No, that's what I have people all the time, Dave, like, sign me up. If somebody's like, sign me up, I want in, and I don't even get their why. And, guys, signing people up right away, yeah, it's great. But then all of a sudden, if you get a price objection or you get an objection, they don't want Shakeology, you don't have their why to go back to confront them with. You really not, you want to be able to go back with their why. You've been trying to lose 30 pounds for 20 years. Let me help you. So it's very crucial, guys, you don't skip through the 5 steps. For those of you that are brand new and don't even know what the 5 steps are, get yourself in the coach training starting Monday. We go through it. It is literally a copy and paste formula. So you don't have to know what to say to invite people to get them to ultimately buy a challenge packet. Step by step by step on how to take them through. The system is there for you. I think I saw a question pop up. Is that all right, Rosanna? Yes?
Yeah, perfect. Yep, thank you.
From Vicky, do you always get earning when you sell a challenge pack, even if you had someone who returned? Do you always get earning? Vicky, can you unmute yourself and maybe elaborate on that?
Yeah, I sold a challenge pack earlier in September, but 2 weeks before that, someone else had returned to Shakeology. So I was in the negative, but then I was in the positive the week of the sale, but I never got any earnings on that.
The way they do it is, you get 25% of everything you sell, and you will get this challenge pack commission, but if your volume gets affected, you only get 25% after they figure it out at the end, because a challenge pack PV is very, very low. You will get the commission for that. But if you have other Shakeologies that get kicked in, and say you have 2 home directs that kicked in, and it's 180 volume points because it's 90 for each, and you get somebody that returns something, then your volume for that week will say go back to 90 if they return to Shakeology, and you will only make 25% on that 90 volume points. That makes sense?
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay.
Anything else you need to tell?
Next question. Go ahead, guys. Anything. Come on. It could be, there's no stupid question. I've been down this road where I was where you are, and I'm like, I shouldn't.
Question, Dave.
Good. Who's that?
It's Kristen.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Go ahead. I don't know where I got to find you on the screen, but just go ahead. I'm listening.
One problem I get is that when I get on step 2 of the process,
Yeah.
people give me very vague answers, and it's like pulling teeth to get them to get to a specific why. So my question is, do you have any suggestions on how you can get them to the specific why so that we can get them to focus on their fitness goals?
It's a tricky one. If I just have somebody say they want to lose weight, I say, great, that's a goal, but that's not why you want to, that's not what your actual why is and what you want to do. And I just, and I go back to, Chris, I really go back to, I want to make sure that I'm giving you the 100 best support and pointing you in the right direction. So when you say you want to lose weight, is there a certain amount of weight you want to lose? Are you trying to lose a certain amount of inches? Are you on any medication? Sometimes you got to throw out things to create answers.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll say, are you suffering from any, injuries or illnesses? Or you have high blood pressure? How has your eating been? And just say, I'm asking you this because I want to make sure I give you and help you with the best possible program and help you in the best possible way. And always make it about you're there to help them, and you try to get a deeper why. And sometimes you may only get them to say, I need to lose 12 pounds, and they're not gonna go much further. Then fine. You don't want to push the envelope and then just go to step 3. But you definitely don't want them to say, oh, I'm interested because I just want to get in shape. Well, why do you want to get in shape? Do you want to run a race? Are you struggling with something? It's all about, like that girl said, you want to be more interested and less interesting. So when you show and you ask these questions and you tell them it's really that because you want to point them in the right direction, on their end, it may be a pain for us because it's more work. You got to realize on their end, they're seeing it that you're caring and you're telling them that you care, and you want to make sure that you're guiding them in the right way. And that's what this is about, building relationships. So don't feel that you have to jump out of step 2 to go to step 3. But if somebody's obviously not going to give you more and you've asked them 1 or 2 times more, if you have at least something, then you can go to step 3, because some people will just not budge.
Okay. Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome. Who else?
I have a question.
So who's that?
It's Liz Mullenbrook.
Hey, Liz.
Hey, I'm in the car. You can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your best approach when you're on step 2 with someone and, they're interested in learning more about it, and they seem really interested and they're engaged with you in that particular dialogue, but you ask them about their why and their motivation, and then they're crickets after that. What's your best approach to follow up with them? Is it a matter of just going back to them and saying, hey, you still interested? I still want to hear more about your motivation and why you would really be interested in doing something like this. I'd love to send you the video next, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. And this is something, and this is duplicatable, and this is what I do every time, Liz, and it's probably going to jar your memory because I know what I'm going to say is redundant to you. I personally, whatever step they're on, if they don't answer me, if I'm in conversation with somebody, today's Monday, let's use an example, guys. It's Monday, I'm in conversation, I'm in step 2, I'm getting their why, crickets. Tomorrow I will follow up, and I always say, hey, I just wanted to touch base because I never heard back from you. I let them know I never heard back from you. They don't answer, then I will let Tuesday go because I only followed once. Then come Wednesday, I will say, and I said, and I know many of you heard me say this, and I used this probably on some of you on this call, hey, I just want to follow up with you. I hope I didn't say something wrong. If I did, I apologize, but I haven't heard back from you. I'll be honest, Liz, when I usually pull that one out, I usually always get the people to write back and say, no, not at all. You listen, whatever. It's a money issue, whatever it is, but I get them to answer. If I do not get an answer then, there's two options, and it's depending, you have to feel out the person. There's two options you can do. One option, you can really be, as MJ Durkin has taught many Beachbody coaches, is you can then write back, I wanted to follow up one last time. I want to know if I should cross you off my list and give your spot away to somebody else. I'll tell you right now, that's hard, but some people do not want to be crossed off a list. You tell them that, they probably may answer you. Or I let it go, okay? I let it go. And now, since I know in my head that this person at the very beginning was interested in our challenge group because they either messaged me or we were in conversation, I will then every single month until they literally say, David, stop messaging me. No, I will follow up with that person every single month when it comes time when we're forming a new challenge group. So maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, hey, whatever the name is, we're forming our November group. I know we spoke last month and you were interested in our challenge group. I just want to follow up again. I'd love to save a spot for you because you were interested last month. And if they don't answer, I'll do it in December. And if they don't answer, I'll do it in January. But I will put them on my prospect list and leave them there until they literally tell me no. Because I always remember in the back of their head, they reached out to me for some reason or they were in conversation for some reason. And there's people on here that I followed up with for over a year and some even months. And it's really about just following up. But the first time around, Liz, I do just want to follow up with you because I didn't hear back from you. Then after that, I hope I didn't say something wrong. If I did, I apologize. And usually people don't like to feel like they think you said something wrong. And then if you want to say, I'm going to cross you off my list, or you don't do that, but then the following month and months, I will continue to follow up. But I do not drive them nuts after like 2 days of the follow-up, the initial month. I will let them be and give them space.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a little strange because they're engaged, and the minute I say, okay, well, I'd love to hear more about, you know, what your motivation is going to be before I send you the video, and then I don't hear back from them, and it's just very strange. So,
you know, Liz, you just said something. A lot of times when you say, you know, I want to know about your why before I send you a video, for me, I find that some people will be like, oh, I got to watch a video. I always say, I want to learn about a little bit about you and your goals so I know how I can make sure I'm pointing you in the right direction. Because that comes across like, wow, they really want to help me, so let me tell them what my story is. I try not to tell them about anything like in the further steps. If they're like, oh, but I want to know what the group's involved. Well, it all depends on how I can point you in the right direction, and then I can get into the specifics of exactly what the group is. Like I really try to limit even bringing up anything in the further steps. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep, thanks. Yep.
All right. Who else? Let me see. Okay, wow. Look, Jack's telling me to put speaker view on. Probably right, bud. I will do that for you right now. From Liz, so let me go back. Shannon, a friend gave me her credit card and shipping info because she's having internet issues. How do I go about ordering for her? Shannon, where are you? Can you unmute yourself? Where is Shannon? She's still on here. Go ahead. So what, somebody gave you their,
Yeah, so she went to go order this evening and her internet was just really spotty and not really working, and she's going out of town. So she wanted to get everything ordered before she went ahead and done so.
Right.
So that we can start the challenge group on time because she's going to be away for a while. So she just gave me her credit card and she said, go ahead, order it for me. And I said, okay.
Sean, this is what I would do because you get 2 Success Club points for doing that. You absolutely want that. So what you would have to do is make sure you are logged out of Team Beachbody, okay? You're totally
Okay.
logged out. You then go to your website, your beachbodycoach.com / I think you're Shannon Maurice, your screen name.
Mhm.
Go in there and you go and buy the product. And as you're checking out, it's going to say create an account. You need to have, obviously, you'll know her name and stuff. You will need to have her address, so where it gets shipped. You will need her email address because Beachbody accounts are associated with people's email addresses. So you need that. And then if you want it, you can either ask her what you want her password to be for her account, or you can make one up, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Make something up. And then therefore, when it comes to checkout, you can put her information, your credit card. This way, it's as if she went online and bought it from you. But do not go to you, be logged in, and you go buy it because then she's going to get your discount. And actually, you can't do that. Your account can get suspended, so don't do that. Just make sure you're signed out. And you got to be signed out because what's going to happen if you're not signed out and you go to your coach website and you go to shop, it's going to recognize that you're signed in and it's going to recognize that it's you.
I noticed that. Every time I log in, regardless, it's remembering who I am. So
Right, you got to log out. And also, if she's going to buy a challenge pack and you're not logged out, challenge packs are not available to coaches. They're only available to customers and coaches upon signing up to be a coach. They offer you to get a challenge pack. Once you're a coach, you can't get it anymore. So if you can't find challenge packs under your coach website, it's probably because you're signed in because we can't see them. So just make sure you're signed out. Maybe
Okay.
your cookies and everything, and then just go to your Beachbody Coach website and pretend you're her.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. I'm shooting the questions here, guys. I'm new to being a coach. So I hope it's okay to share one of my whys. Money was an issue for me, but when then I realized I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts every morning for a large coffee and maybe a sandwich or bagel, which was costing me over $5. Shakeology, $4 per shake, which is saving me money in this healthy replacement. Liz, that's great, and it's very true because I think at the end of the day, people say they can't afford Shakeology. Well, I think they can afford not to have Shakeology because people have mindless spending. I know I'm guilty of it. Kristen's guilty of it. If you really pay attention for how much you spend on random things, team, you'll be amazed. And that's sometimes you have to bring that to the attention of the people you're trying to help. People can always use, hold on. Shamika asked her what flavor she wants too. Yep. Shannon, my wife said, make sure you ask your friend what flavor Shakeology she wants. I just say, I can't. I'm just, hold on. I had to put my glasses on. So from Lisa, I did the same for my mom and used my credit card. I created her account. Beachbody has me down as the challenger with all her info. How do I has me down as the challenger with all of her info? How do I change that? I need to do the same for my husband in October. Lisa, can you unmute yourself? Because I'm really not sure what you mean. Lisa?
Hi, Dave. Can you hear me?
I can.
So I did the same thing as that last lady that spoke, or girl, woman, sorry. And so I had created her own account going on, not under me, not giving her any discount, but now it recognized my credit card. So it has me down as the challenger with all of her information and my credit card information.
Okay. So you use your credit card for her account?
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot. That's a violation of coach company policy and procedures because it's the same way. You didn't actually. Really, it's usually the other way around. People are giving their credit card to a friend, or you're getting your friend's credit card and going into your account, getting a discount. And they recognize that's not your credit card, that's your friend's credit card, and people have gotten their accounts suspended. But you're kind of backwards. She paid for it in full.
Yeah.
Your credit card.
Yes.
That's probably why they recognize your credit card number is you. So what I would do is you probably should get her credit card information, call Coach Relations, and you probably should straighten that out with them.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I haven't got around to it though. And then I want to sign up my husband and the same thing's going to happen.
No, because you can have one credit card under the same name for like a spouse or one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They allow that. No, that will be okay. But team, just so you know, do not use your account to log in to give your friend a discount because you can end up getting yourself in trouble and suspended. They monitor that because people were doing that. I have to go.
The good news is she paid in full.
Right. So you really have nothing to worry about because you kind of did that, but you did it without really breaking a rule because nobody benefited. She paid for it. But that's why I think that happened. Just call Coach Relations, 1-800-240-0913. You have that number?
Yeah.
Get her stuff. And to be honest, you probably should have her on the phone with you or have her call because they're going to need to put her on the phone to get her account information.
Right. Okay, great.
Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see here. Vicky, so on the note from follow-up, if you keep getting no response and you send for a follow-up each month, do you always just say the same thing that you know that they were interested in starting your next group? Are they ready? Vicky, yes. I just say, hey, we're forming another group. I know you were interested 2 months ago. Let me help you and, give me a shot. Just make it personable. Yeah, so that's the answer to that. People can use the mobile app. It's the easiest way to make ordering simple for people. They just need to be able to access their email. Yes, guys, there's a link for an app. You can open that app and literally you can put the person's information in and it will send them an email. Like you could select the P90 challenge pack in the app for that person. They'll get an email and it'll be like, all they got to do is click on it and it'll take them right to the shopping cart to check out. Gina, I had someone respond to my invite today and she said she has MS Nutrition. Has an MS Nutrition, already makes her green smoothie, so she is good. Would you leave this alone for now or continue a conversation and benefits of Shakeology? I would not leave it alone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my wife on the spot because she had a nutritionist, somebody the same way. Christy, are you there? Uh-oh. Did I lose her? Where's my wife?
Right here.
Okay. Can you answer that question? Because you had that with the nutritionist.
Yeah, I don't know where Gina is, but she gave me the same objection. I think she was telling me she makes her own smoothies and all natural and blah blah blah. And I sent her the video and I sent her 2 videos on Shakeology, how it's clinically proven, and then the breakthrough. And I said, I completely understand, and I think we're on the same page. And I said, just do your research and just learn what this is about before you make a decision. And she's actually so sweet that she didn't even want to tell me no. She's like, I'm so sorry. Am I a pain? And I'm like, no, you're great. And she was very hesitant about it. And she loves Shakeology now. She's been a coach for 2 months now. And, she gives the best recipes. Those are you guys that are in my challenge group this month. She gives the best recipes, and she's very excited about doing it. And we've talked about like pairing up and, having her help me with the nutrition piece in our challenge group. But it took a little convincing. She was not going for it at first, but it was kind of one of those things. She really wanted to do the challenge group. And I said, you have the 30-day money back guarantee. You really have nothing to lose. You have to kind of just try it to know. But I definitely sent her the videos, and then she was kind of like, okay, I see it's a lot of the same stuff that I would use. And, she just didn't know anything about it. She didn't know enough about it. So,
Kristen, so when she last sent me that message, it was sort of like, okay, bye, and good luck with your business. I hope you do well. So what would be like my next sentence to her now? Like, how would you start that?
I didn't hear everything you said. It kind of sounded like she was like, all right, bye.
Yeah, she did. She said, all right, good luck in your business and I hope it works out for you kind of thing. So how do I follow up with that?
I guess you could say, I wish you would reconsider maybe just learning a little bit about Shakeology. Would you mind spending like 4 minutes just watching this video and let me know what you like about it? And just try it. I if she's kind of like shushing you, then that might be it, But I would try to at least watch the video. I'd be like, just do me a favor. Spend 4 minutes of your time watching this video. I really appreciate it. Just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about, just so you know a little bit more about it. Because sometimes I think people don't know what it is, Right. People tell me all the time, I already drink a protein shake, or I make my smoothies with my yogurt and my fruit, and they just don't know what it is. So, you could try. No guarantees.
Okay. Thank you.
Gina, I also say sometimes that I will edify them and say, that's amazing that you have your MS in nutrition. So would you do me a favor and maybe give me some feedback about what you think of Shakeology if I send you this video?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Then you send it to them, and then all of a sudden you hook her to watch it, and then she realizes.
That is good.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't even do that. That probably would have been easier. Thanks, Dave.
Can you type that up for me, Dave?
Just edify him, girl. Edify him. I'll probably forget what I said. But there's also that letter to the doctors, PDF and back office, that I've given potential challenges to bring to their doctors. Yes, that's a great one. That's a good resource. And Shannon, have you ever had a customer on medications that were reluctant to try Shakeology? Yes, but Shannon, that's our job to tell them that this is probably what's going to help them get off the medications. It got me off high blood pressure medication, and we have thousands of success stories of people that are no longer diabetics, people no longer have hypertension, people no longer have many different issues because of Shakeology. So that's really about, having a strong posture, sending them the doctor's video and another video called The Breakthrough that you'll learn about in the Coach Basics that are very, very powerful. I don't know about the letter to doctors that great. I had a nursing mother who wanted to talk to doctor first. Good to know. Guys, at the end of the day, we've had many moms, even on the team, that breastfed and were drinking Shakeology. My wife, Kristen, drank it during her pregnancy with Addison. At the end of the day, guys, think about this. Yes, we are not nutritious. You have to tell them, yes, you have to check. At the end of the day, it's we are not doctors. Their doctors make the call. But remember this, that this is 100% all natural. And if a doctor says you can't drink this, well, then they'd be crazy to say that these people can eat fast food, cookies, and pizza, which is garbage and processed stuff in there. So, that's what blows my mind. The doctor says, oh, no, you can't drink any shakes right now, but, okay, go eat McDonald's and eat greasy French fries because that's good. Guys, so, it's in your posture. I really believe in it. And if you come across, yeah, I understand, I know you're breastfeeding and you don't want to harm the baby, well, what do you think they're going to do? If you create the objection, they're going to give you an objection. If you stand strong, remember this, I say facts tell, stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. So what that means is that you can hit them with all the facts about Shakeology, 70 vitamins and nutrients and phytonutrients and adaptogens and all these different things, or you can pull testimonials that are everywhere on our coaches page. They're everywhere. You could talk about nursing mothers. You could talk about, Sharice put a doc up about breastfeeding with Shakeology under the files tab of the coaches page. Facts tell, but stories is what's going to sell. So be a collector of testimonials. They're all over your challenge group. All right. Let's see. He eats like a frat boy, but was so nervous about trying Shakeology. It's a joke. I know people are, no, I'm going to get drunk every night and do Jell-O shots, but I can't drink Shakeology because my doctor said it's not good. Any questions, any more typing questions, or just unmute yourself? Anybody else? Anybody else? Guys, anything about the coach training, about ramp, how long are the P90 workouts? I hear they're a little longer than like a half hour. They're not like the old P90X. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody I know that did it, he just did one. It was like 40 minutes long. He just started last week. So a little longer, but not the old school P90X. Anybody else? Are they low impact? Janine, this is the on switch to fitness. It's a lot. Yes. I'm going to say yes. There's a guy in the video that's 60 years old. When I was at Leadership and we did a P90 workout with Tony, we got a great burn, but we were not doing power jumps and crazy burpees and stuff like that. This is perfect for probably a lot of our parents, maybe even some grandparents that can start with P90. All right. This is definitely the on switch for people that haven't worked out in a long time. Anybody else? Guys, anything. This is your chance. This is your chance. Anybody?
I got a question.
Sure.
All right. So, I have like 10 support coaches on my team. None of them are doing anything. I know it's because of me. I'm getting back in the game. But how do I now approach them in a not so pushy way to help them make money so they'll just, make them see they're just helping people. And you know what? Oh, I became an emerald just by helping 2 people, coming in the group and stuff. How do I make them see that not to be stressed out that it's a business, but to say, if you're helping people, 2 people a month, just inviting and sharing your story and giving support and motivation, why not try to get your Shakeology for free? How do I get them to do that? Because in the beginning, when I think with the old docs was where they didn't have to be active.
Rosanna, this is what I would do in your situation. Guys, I would be vulnerable and say, hey, reaching out to them, hey, if you need, hey, Joe or whatever their name is. Listen, I've had a rough last couple of months, but I went to Super Sunday this weekend. I got really fired up and realized the opportunity that we're sitting on. And from this point forward, I'm all in. And I want to do this from the ground up. And I want to have some of my team, my coaches, be with me because we really are part of something amazing. I've fallen flat the last 30 to 60 days. It's my own fault. But why don't we do it together? Let's both try to get 2 people to come in our October group. Let's do it together. Let's go through it together because there's people out there that need our help. That's what I would do. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know what? You just have to, everybody's situation's different, and you have to use your situation to your advantage and admit to where you've had some struggles, but admit to what you saw. Use a testimonial, Rosanna. Use whoever. Use my story. Use just whatever it could be. Use the testimonial. Send them the video that I ended the thing with about being all in and about the struggles and the sponsor quit. I put it up on the coaches page. Say, this is what, got me at the end. Dave spoke at the end about being all in, and watch that video. And for those of you on the team that haven't seen it, I posted a video about being all in, about and speaking from the heart. Watch it. It's on YouTube. It's on our coaches page. And maybe send them that at the end, Rosanna, and just speak from your heart. Speak from the heart.
Okay.
All right? I've had the same issues with my own lapses, but I use as an example. If I were by myself, I would never have started back, and I share the fact with my challenges and coaches. Janine, that's great. You have to be, guys, you got to be vulnerable. You got to admit to your faults. People, everything isn't perfect. We're not great. We're not going to not have cheat meals. I'll be one to try to share if I'm cheating or whatever on social media with food. You have to be a real person. We are not robots. If you struggled as a coach, then tell your coaches that, and they can relate to you better. All right? We are not, this isn't a black and white business. It's a gray area. All right? How do I join Coach Basics? Peggy Michelle Della Sala is going to post something most likely tomorrow night. I have a call with her tomorrow night. We're just going to go over some things. She'll put a post up, and just look out for the post, and you're going to add your name to the list. Okay? And that's for everybody. All right? To get into the Coach Basics that starts Monday. Anybody else? Anything I can help you with, guys? Anybody?
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Going back to the follow-ups.
Sure.
So you follow up at least once a month, no matter what, until they tell you not to.
Correct.
Okay.
Rosanna was almost a year.
Okay, because I've had a lot of people where I've given the, do you want me to cross you off my list? And then they say, no, don't do that. But then they become crickets again. So,
Jen, I can tell you this, Jen, if you're consistently posting, which you are, because we love your posts, Chris and I love watching your posts, you do that consistently, that person will come around. It may be tomorrow, it may be 6 months from now, but all of a sudden you're going to get a wave of 3 or 4 people that start coming to you. But it's the consistency. Be consistent. They will come around. Follow up with them just once a month, so it's not like you're bothering them. But every time we're about to, like today was Blitz Day or 2 weeks before, follow up with them again.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Guys, anything. What can I help you with? Anything. This is a great opportunity just to hear and learn from each other. Anybody? Look at that cutie, Jenna. Hello. Anybody else? No? Nobody wants to ask about the training? No? No. All right, guys, then if that's it, I recommend everybody please watch my video I posted about being all in. If you're struggling, comment below if you're all in after watching it. And I'll be posting now about the ramp right now, and Coach Base will be tomorrow. Guys, have a great week. Invite our next challenge group. is starting in 2 weeks. So have a great night and talk to you guys all soon. Bye-bye.